Wow, day is the day of reckoning. We'll see what this one's like, whether it's just going to be another sellout sequel or whether it's actually going to be good or not. We're going to have a good old time together. Hey guys, so I have finally seen Deadpool.
Have you seen this man? I never say this, but don't swallow. Shit. Did I leave the stove on?
Now, before I get into this review, I'm going to say that there are going to be spoilers in this, so if you haven't seen the film, go ahead, go see the film, come back and watch this review. Now, hopefully those of you that are sticking around have seen the film. I have to start off by saying this is quite possibly the greatest thing that Marvel has brought out. Now, let's start off by talking about the story. The story of this film, as we all know if you're still watching, it's the origin story of Deadpool basically, and also the side plot of the love story that happens with him and Vanessa, and how Vanessa gets kidnapped and Deadpool has to go save her with the help of Negasonic Teenage Warhead and Colossus from X-Men. The best thing about this film was how Deadpool managed to break the fourth wall so many times, like he does in the comics and like he did in that episode of Ultimate Spider-Man, if you've seen that episode, and if you've played the game Deadpool as well, you'll know how he manages to break the fourth wall. It's just so well done. The reference back to when Ryan Reynolds played as Green Lantern, the references to when he played as Deadpool in X-Men Origins with a little figure and it says, and he's all like, oh yeah, like this is my favourite thing ever, and then it goes over to a Wham album, was just fantastic and hilarious. And also the opening like shot of this film was so good. How it was like done as like, oh, executive producer, talented douchebag, and like the main actor, a handsome guy and all that, and then it comes up with the People's Magazine saying world's sexiest man with Ryan Reynolds on the front. Hilarious. This whole film from start to finish was perfect. The pacing of this film was great as well. I like how at some parts it went to flashbacks and then it went back to present time and then we saw more flashbacks and then it went back to present time, because that's what you need to expect with a Deadpool film. With Deadpool, it's going to be all over the place because that's the way his character is described. He is loopy as hell and it's him that's telling the story, so you're not really going to expect him to tell it from start to finish. The way the story was done was just perfect. I loved how we saw Wade Wilson before the whole transformation into Deadpool. I loved his character then, I thought it was fantastic. And the fact that the scene with the whole pizza guy and like the stalker was done perfectly like the shot out of the comic just made me so happy. The other things I loved in this film, like I say, Colossus and Negasonic Teenage Warhead, thought they were perfect. Colossus, I'm so glad they managed to fix him, because as we all know he was Russian and he was about 8 to 10 foot tall in the comics and the animated TV series in the 90s, and they just got him perfect. There were so many things in this film that were all just fantastic. I like the guy who played as Ajax. I'm not too sure of the actor's name, but I know he was in the Transporter Refueled, and let's just say Deadpool has officially brought his career back up because he wasn't so great in that film, but he was really good as a villain, and I loved the part where Deadpool was going on about how his name's Francis and he doesn't like being called Francis and all that, and it was just so funny. The other part of this film that I really enjoyed was the part where Deadpool goes off to the X-Men mansion. He's standing there talking to teenage Negasonic Warhead, and Colossus is just like, oh hi Deadpool, and he just turns around and says to him, so you'd expect there to be more people here. I guess this is all the movie could like really afford. Just fantastic. I'm so glad that this movie was aware that it was a movie. It wasn't really trying to play itself off as a superhero film, which is what I was slightly worried about. But no, this film was definitely aware that it was a film. I also love the cameo from Stan Lee where he's the announcer at the strip club. I thought that was so funny. The other scene where at the end of the film Deadpool takes off his mask and you see Hugh Jackman's face, and how there were like a couple of references to Wolverine himself. I just thought they were done perfectly, and this entire film was perfect. And the after credit scene of this film was absolutely fantastic. A total throwback to Ferris Bueller and Deadpool saying about how there's not he can't really say anything about the sequel apart from the fact that Cable has been confirmed to show up in it. It made me very, very happy, even though I was sort of already slightly aware that he was going to be in it, but it was so nice to have it confirmed. Anyways guys, that's really all I have to say about Deadpool. I know this really hasn't been an in-depth review. Definitely going to see it again. I might come back to reviewing it again. And also it's about 5 o'clock in the morning, so you'll have to excuse me because I'm slightly tired. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of Deadpool. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Just let me know down below. Also, I have a massive treat for you guys. Tomorrow or today, as I'm filming this video, I am going to the screening of The Room, and there is going to be a Q&A with Tommy Wiseau, and I'm going to be doing a massive vlog over that. It should be coming out over the weekend or next week, but stick around for it. It's going to be so good. Also, like I say, if I can get this channel up to 100 subscribers, there's definitely going to be a Q&A, so post your questions down in the comment section below and subscribe, and feel free to stick around and join the people. Anyways guys, that's me for now. I hope you have a lovely night or morning considering what time it is wherever you are, and just take care of yourselves. Good night or good morning or what time